Hey friends, we're on lesson 3 of our Balancing Forces unit. In the last unit, you answered a few questions and you were also making an object move. We figured out if that object was you were pushing it or you were able to pull it. So let's go ahead and look at our agenda for this lesson today. Our objective is I can analyze a text to determine if an object is moved by a force of pushing or pulling. And our agenda today is setting a purpose, forces all around, sharing observations, and an idea of change. So remember that we are focusing on our chapter question, why does the train rise? And then we're also trying to answer our overall question is, what makes an object move or not move? We started figuring out by making objects move from the last lesson. We'll gather some more evidence to these questions today by reading. Reading is another way that scientists gather evidence to answer questions. We're looking at this book. This book is about students who are learning about forces just like you are. They go out into their neighborhood and find examples of forces everywhere they look. This book is realistic fiction, meaning that although the two characters in the book are fictional, the examples and information in the book of forces are real. Your purpose for reading is to find more examples of forces. Like I said yesterday, we collected observations of what made things start to move and discovered that forces were involved. Finding more examples of forces can help us discover more about how they work and can help us figure out what makes the train rise. Let's go ahead and look at the first page of the book. In my school, my friend Lee and I learned about forces. We learned that a force is a push or a pull. We also found out how to tell if a force is acting on an object. When an object starts to move or stops moving, that is evidence of a force. When it said when an object starts moving or stops moving, that is evidence of a force. You can find evidence in our words or our pictures. Let's look at our picture. We can see right here that the ball bounced off the table. Something made that ball start to move. Now, the girl could have pushed it. Maybe the girl bumped into the desk to make the ball move, but something made that ball move, so there must have been a force involved. We're going to continue by reading the rest of the book. Remember to look for evidence as we're reading the book. You can look for evidence in the words or in the pictures.